Go.
Go what?
You messed that all up.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Fortress Athlete. That's too
Stupid. That's dumb. Episode 3.
Yeah.
We're back. We've been consistent.
We have.
Third time's a charm.
3 weeks in a row.
Woo.
What flavor of Fidage you got today?
Strawberry lemonade.
Have you tried it yet?
Nope.
Well, try it.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I took a sip.
That's what trying it is called.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Pretty good.
Is it better than the white can?
White can's my favorite so far.
I know I like the white can.
Yeah, but I like it. It's definitely refreshing after a workout.
It's because they're cold in the refrigerator too.
Cold. Yeah.
That helps.
All right.
I have Hawaiian. He's not going to ask me.
Oh, what do you have, Aaron?
I have Hawaiian nectar.
Because they care.
It tastes like summer. It does. It tastes like a luau.
I said the word again.
You did.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
You said you were going to cut them out last week and you didn't. I'm going to try not to. Every time I say that, it's a 5 burpee penalty.
Ooh, I like this. We can count them.
I know. Okay. I'm going to try hard. If you see my face like.
We could keep a tally
twitching.
of when you say and when I say
Yeah.
And then whoever, if you owe like 35 and I owe 25, then you owe me 10. So we can like subtract, find the differential.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just do all of them.
Yeah, that's thinking. So if I like twitch, if I try to stop myself because it's kind of much. Almost did it.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we talked about alcohol.
Yep.
Now we're going to talk about
eating trash and ruining all of your workouts.
Everything you did.
Mm-hmm.
And to layer something on top of that, for me, that kind of hit me, is if you do a mediocre job during the week,
mm-hmm.
or say you did a good job, or you did a great job, whatever it may be, sometimes I believe, most of the time, I believe the weekends totally wreck everything people do. It is so dangerous.
Absolutely. Because they end up working so hard in the gym. It's almost like they're so restrictive during the week. They feel like they have to completely let loose, but they end up eating and drinking literally everything that they just worked for.
Yeah.
And they ruin it. And that's why people don't end up changing the way they could be.
C word.
Here we go again.
Consistency.
Yes.
And we say it all the time, but why do we feel like the weekend is a free pass?
I think people feel sorry for themselves.
Yeah.
They feel like they've worked, I had to go to work. I worked so hard. I went to the gym and now I deserve this.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, I deserve to eat good food. I deserve to feel good. I deserve to be healthy. Or they're self-sabotaging. One of the two.
I had a rough week at work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Friday, the whistle's blown.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just going to destroy everything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess there's twofold. Like, let's give people the benefit of the doubt. They came to the gym 3-4 times. They had some of their food prep. They did a pretty good job. They're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
And just in those 2 days,
they lose their mind.
Lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Back to ground zero,
mm-hmm.
or even worse than that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not give them the benefit of the doubt and say they struggled during the week.
Yeah.
It's like you're just piling dirt on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
Newsflash, we talk about fitness. Fitness is the key to everything in life, but it's only a small portion.
Mm-hmm. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
In the times in your life when you have really dialed it in, have you given yourself, to start with, some pretty strict guidelines so that you can get the ball rolling?
Yeah. You've had to.
That's what I've always done.
You have to.
When you're out of control, I always end up giving myself very stringent guidelines. And when I do that, after a long period of time, I felt like, okay, now I can kind of, I don't necessarily have to measure every chicken breast once I know what they all look like. But it took a long time of having some lane lines and not veering out.
I know where you're trying to go with this.
Yeah. When I mean long term, I don't mean a month, and I don't mean 6
So what Aaron is saying, it's a cliche. People say it takes 21 days to create a habit.
Correct.
But it takes 90 days.
90 days.
To what?
To change your lifestyle, to actually create a lifestyle around what you want. Mm-hmm.
Something's coming. That's why I kind of just did that little bomb. Mm-hmm. But I can't tell you what it is.
Not yet.
Not yet. Working on something big. Okay, back to
back to the food.
Yeah. I have been one that struggles with sweets and sugar because I think when I talked about how I gave up alcohol, you know, you kind of have a vice. So,
are you about to say a C word?
No, I just said UM. That's one. And sugar is so addictive. And you showed me something that says sugar has been studied as addictive as cocaine, as addictive as heroin. It is so addictive. And it's in so many foods. And what you said, it's so hard and tough in the beginning. And I'm not going to lie and say it's easy.
It's not.
But you have to learn how to cut it out. But what you said, after over time, it becomes easier. You know, like not having to measure your food, you know, protein the size of your hand, vegetable double size, you know, carb the size of your palm, right? That type of thing, or whatever works for you. Maybe eat a little bit more carbs because train like we do.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah.
Yesterday's workout.
Yeah. A little bit different for everybody, but it becomes easier is my point. But people fail so quickly, and it's just
they spiral really, really fast. And I've done it myself. I'm calling me out, not other people at the moment. But on the times when I have not said, okay, there's a cookie, I'm going to eat one cookie. If I just look and say, I'm going to have some sweets, one cookie turns into 7.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Oreos aren't really my thing, but I know for some people that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I've watched people around me, they'll start, and the next thing you know, that entire line is gone without even thinking. So giving yourself some guidelines, once you are under control, I think you can do that. But it takes, I think, removing stuff for a little while. If you've ever taken sweets completely out of your diet, and you're somebody that's like, I don't really like fruit all that much. Fruit will start tasting different about 2 weeks after you remove sweets out of your diet, because you train yourself with those hyper palatable foods like Oreos, for instance, or Little Debbie snack cakes, that your body wants that super overly sugary stuff. So the taste of a strawberry isn't very good. Yeah. It almost tastes a little sour. But when you remove those things, fruits will start to taste different. Carrots will start to taste different. I mean, if you are used to eating honey roasted peanuts all the time, and you try to eat the cocktail peanuts, you know, just regular old peanuts, they're not very good. But if you get rid of the honey roasted mess and just try the regular, all of a sudden it'll start to taste good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely noticed, you know, I like peanut M&Ms. Like to have ice cream with girls sometimes, you know. I mean, these are vices, but and it's different for everybody. You can don't take this the wrong way, but I don't believe on holding on so tight I can't enjoy life. But you said the key words. For a lot of people, they have to get it under control first. They have to be eating properly, the proper calories. They have to be working out properly. They got to be sleeping. Yeah. You got to be putting steps in during the day.
That's a whole other topic.
You can't be still. We're extremely active.
Absolutely.
So when we do have it under control, it's okay to have a treat. And I don't want people to take this, well, Bruce said I can have some sugar. Man, it gets very deep.
It really is.
We're talking like like a 90-10 thing, right? Or an 80-20 thing.
And the problem too is that people think like, oh, I've been doing really well all week. I'm going to have my cheat meal, which turns into cheat day, which turns into half a gallon of ice cream.
A weekend.
That's not, and then it's the entire weekend.
Yeah.
And that's not having a treat every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
If you say like, hey, I'm going to go, I don't eat ice cream at home.
Mm-hmm.
I only eat ice cream when I go out somewhere.
Yeah.
People do that a lot of times with alcohol when they're first trying to get rid of some things.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first steps is they stop drinking at home.
Mm-hmm.
And they only have a drink if they go out somewhere. And so, darn it, I just said that. I think I did that twice.
Twice?
It was twice. Oops.
Yeah.
But getting it out of your house is a really good first step.
Mm-hmm.
Stopping buying it, because if it's there,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to find a reason to eat it.
So
that's hard, man.
What I see a lot is us talking about stuff, and I listen to people, they talk about stuff. So people that are watching, they're probably saying, okay, Bruce and Aaron, that's fantastic. How do I do it?
Well, that's what we're getting to. Am I supposed to say something?
No.
Okay, I'm not allowed to say anything yet.
I'm just baiting you.
But we've got a plan for you. It's coming.
We're coming out with something. You just have to keep watching. I know we're stringing you along, but it has to be right. These are the things we're thinking about. I see so much stuff on the internet. People are talking about it, and people want to know, okay, how do I do it?
What have we done?
Yeah, we're working
to get to this point.
Yeah, we're working on something. We're living proof.
I'll give you a hint. It has a lot to do with consistency. That's my C word for the day.
And
that's all I'm giving them.
Can I give them?
Not yet.
Dang.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
That's next.
Man, that went quick.
Is it? Oh, that's our
up on 12 minutes. I want to say something. We believe in food over like bag protein, but I can tell you I think one of the most important things, because it's so hard to get. I eat breakfast. I have multiple snacks. I eat 2 lunches, like at 11 and 2. I eat a dinner and a lot of time a bedtime snack. So I'm eating a lot of stuff, but directly after a workout.
I do think a protein shake is
protein shake to help you get that day started.
Yeah.
If you're like me, I fast because I work out early in the morning.
I gotta eat something.
Some people do. I don't. So that protein after my body is.
I still do one after.
Yeah. What's the word? Is it depleted? Depleted. If you said the word again,
another one.
I hit the protein directly after. So, I mean, I think that's a little tip, and it's probably an obvious tip for people, but they don't do it. It's something so simple.
You got to keep it with you or bring that bottle. You have to figure out a routine that's going to work for you. But with the protein, I've noticed that if I do that directly afterwards, I'm less sore the next day every single time. And whether for me, that's just what works. I don't know.
All right.
You got anything else?
What else?
We gave him a little challenge last time.
Again.
I did, but we gave him a little challenge last time. Try to get rid of alcohol for 30 days, see what happens. 2 weeks. Try getting rid of sugar. And just tell me how watermelon tastes in 2 weeks if you get rid of sweets. Different.
Yep. When I do that, your body doesn't crave it because I've done it as I'm training. Yep. And it's different. You'll see it, but you got to have the discipline to do it. All right. That's it. We'll see you next time. It's Sunday. Get after it. Prep your food. Get ready for Monday. Let's go.